Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make these cute little teddy bear in pajama cookies, so stay tuned and I'll show you how. Here are the things that you'll need: a 4-inch teddy bear cookie cutter, some white royal icing. I'm going to be using brown and black food coloring, some really tiny white nonpareils, a 1-inch round cookie cutter, and an edible marker. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, to get started I'm going to be using this round cookie cutter, and I'm going to make a little line inside of it, and that will give me the space for the face. And this is about an inch because the cookie cutter is not very big, so I'm going to be needing a very small circle for the face. So what I'm going to do is I have here a tip 4, you can use a tip 3, and I'm going to first pipe 2 little ears. Gonna be making sort of like a oval shape here in the belly area. Just remember not to go too high because this is the neckline right here for the hood part of the baby PJ. Okay, so go ahead and smooth that out. Okay, so after you finish this, go ahead and do the rest of your cookies and then come back to it. Just give it about a minute or so just to grab a crust. So I'm going to move on to this one here, and I'm going to start off with the hood part of the pajamas, and I'm just going to go right over that line. Make sure I have that circle still available, and then smooth it out. Alright, now you can do either way. You can start off with the face if you like and do that brown part first, and then you can go in with your white, whichever you prefer, but I'm just going to do it this way for now. Now the arms are going to come straight out. Now you can see that I am not following my cookie cutter because it's a little bit bulky, and I want to keep this a little bit thin, not too big, not too like fat. So I want to get this the arms a little bit thin so they won't be the icing won't be taking up the entire cookie. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now I'm down to the foot. Kind of pull it up a little bit to the top. And that's pretty much it for this. Now I'm going to give this about a couple hours to dry because I'm going to be going in with that brown here in the face, and I want to make sure that it doesn't have a chance to absorb into my white. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest and give this some time to dry. Okay, so since this is dry, I can go ahead and do my outlines. I still have to give that brown a little bit more time to dry. So what I have here is a 1.5, or you can use a 0 as well, and just outline the entire cookie. I already started off doing this side to move the video along. So just go ahead and do the little ears, and then do 2 little stitches here and 2 little stitches here, and then go ahead and do the body or the little belly part. And here I'm gonna do a little bow, just 2 little ovals, that, and then I'm gonna do some stitches right down the center. Then I'm gonna do the little strings, which I'm going to be adding the little nonpareils a little bit later. I need this to dry first, and then do the other arm. And lastly, this little leg. And then I'm gonna give it just a little bit more time to dry because I need this brown to be nice and dry and have a crust, so I can move on with the little snout and then the eyes, of course. And that's it. So I'm gonna finish up the rest and then give it some time to dry, and I'll be back. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to this little detail, and this is where the nonpareils are going to come in. I'm going to be using the same icing that I used for the outline. I just switched my tip to a number 3. And I'm just going to make a little ball here and here. I'm going to quickly add my little nonpareils on there before my icing dries. And I'm just going to tap them so I make sure that they stick on to them, to the icing. Okay, now I'm going to do the top part, or the little hood here. I'll get this out of the way here. Okay, so I'm just going to start off here. I'm not going to do the entire circle, just a little bit here. Like this. You can do the whole thing and cover this part here, but I'm going to leave that space open just so it doesn't like clutter too much here at the, because I still have to fit the little nose there. So quickly I'm put these on there so they can grab onto the icing. Again, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a tap, just so they can attach that icing. And then I'm just going to flip it to the side. And you should get something like this. So that's it. So I'm going to finish up the rest, and then we can finally move on to the face. Alright, so now to finish up this little nose, I have here a tip 2 in a lighter shade of brown. I need to make a little bit of like a little bit of a triangle shape, and try to make it puffy like a pillow, but try to keep it kind of triangle shape, just like that. And so just go ahead and do the rest of the cookies, and then do give this some time to dry, maybe about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Alright guys, to finally finish up his little face, I have here a tip 1, or you can use a tip 0, and you're just going to do 2 little eyes. Just do 2 drops. And then bring it down so it doesn't have peaks. And then here, do also 2 little dots, but very close to each other. And then go in the middle in between both of them and pull it down to a little peak to make it look like a little heart. So I'm going to lift it up so I can show you. So it has a little heart nose, really cute, right? Okay, so I'm going to finish up the rest because this is it for this cookie. I'm going to give that a little bit of time to dry so it can turn matte, and then I'm going to put them all together. Alright guys, that is it for these cute little bears. It turned out really neat, right? I think these would be great for a baby shower or a first birthday or even a baptism. I did complete all the little spaces that I had. I had more of them with space here in the center, but I added more icing and nonpareils to make the the circle complete. I thought I gave it a little bit more of a warm, comfy look to them, almost like an Eskimo type look to them. So I think that looks a little bit better than having the little space here at the bottom. Also, I did add a little bit of petal dust to the cheeks. I thought that looked really cute, makes it look more babyish. Do use the petal dust, not the shimmer dust. This has a matte finish to them, so you don't want to add glitter to that. So don't use the shimmer dust. And I did add that to the circle. Once it dried, I added the petal dust to the cheeks, and then I added the snout, the nose, and the eyes. So do that before you add all the extra detail there. And that is it, guys. I believe that completes my video. I thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And have a good one.